Hi everyone, this is Arcadius and welcome back to Naval Creed. Today we'll be reviewing the second set of torpedoes for one of my least favorite destroyers, that being Kagero, or as I've renamed her, Isokaze. I did change her sister ship name since the first video I did on her, so that is why you see a difference there. I believe the first one was Hamatsukaze. I'm not too sure. Either way, I find this one is easier and not such a mouthful. Alright, so we will be going over that in a moment. However, we have all of the Russian battleships now. We have Gangut, we have Imperatrice Maria, Ismail, Sinop, and Navarino. And honestly, some of these ships could use a little bit of work. Some of them cannot. I already have broken 200k in Gangut. I had about 175,000 damage in Imperatrice Maria. Ismail, I already broke 340,000 damage in my first game. And then these last two are actually kind of disappointing. As for right now, I do have them all as secondary builds, and that is very nice on these first two. However, starting at Ismail, you don't really get anywhere close enough for secondaries. So I might switch that up, but I've only played one game in pretty much all of these, so I still have much to learn. However, you are also able to get the backfire ornament from getting all 5 of these Russian battleships. This one right here. So if you are interested in what that ornament does, let me show you. Alright, so the backfire, which is actually pretty cool. Its wings actually go in, and then as you can see here, the wings are moving in, and then as it goes across the ship, it actually launches some flares out the back of it. You'll see that in a moment. There we go. Cool. So this is a really good ornament. It increases your speed by 5%, and your HP goes up by 2,000 points. This is only PvE only, so you can't use this in like arena or when you're actually going up against another player. But it's still really nice in regards to that. I do love my speed, and I do love my health. So I really enjoy this ornament, and I've already put it to good use. Alright, so yes, we do have all of the Russian battleships. I will not do a review on any of them until the entire line is completely out. So we will see how long that takes to happen, but I will enjoy testing these ships while they are still here. I don't know how they compare to other battleships at their respective tiers. I will be figuring that out soon. We'll see what their main play is. All right, so going back to today's video, Kagero. There actually has been some work on the ship since the last time we did a video on her. I do believe her rate of fire was increased from like 8 rounds a minute to 10 rounds a minute. I have not played her since then, so I don't know how the ship is. The first video we played, we had the 12-kilometer torpedoes that did 68 knots, 18,800 damage, and 0.67 rounds a minute, and all the other stats you see there. We are now going to be using the 20-kilometer torpedoes that are slightly slower and have a slightly slower rate of fire, both of which I do not appreciate. But the damage stays the same, the detectability range, the torpedo flight chance, yada yada yada. Honestly, I still don't think it'll help the ship anymore. The guns are not decent enough for any kind of destroyer fight. Your torpedoes, though powerful, you have to hit with them in order to be effective in this ship. And sometimes that is not the easiest thing to do. I do have a speed boost applied. Instead of smoke screen, I do have the torpedo reload booster because there's no point in hiding in the smoke screen and gunning down ships. And you also technically could use your speed to get away and not have to use your smoke for concealment. And your surface detectability is 5.6 kilometers fully spec'd. I did not have that fully spec'd in my video on her. I think it was 5.9 without it. So she can be pretty stealthy. And I mean, with 20-kilometer torps, it doesn't really matter if you're stealthy or not. You're going to be able to hit ships on the other side of the map. And you can also have a high chance of hitting your own team because they go so very far. Alright, so enough blabbering. Let's toss her into a game and see what we can do. Alright, and here ourselves a game. Not quite liking the team setup here. We have a carrier, 3 battleships, 3 cruisers, and 3 destroyers. So it's a pretty even layout. However, I do not like the Isokaze because that's a lot of air cover. So we will probably be spotted quite often if we don't pay attention. I am going to turn my AA off right now because the AA on the ship is absolutely trash. Let's see here. I'm not really too worried about anything else. I mean, I'm going to worry about everything because even other destroyers can pretty much take care of me easily. Even other Kageros if they're stock hull, because when they're stock hull, they have the X turret right where this additional 96 or Type 96 gun is, or 2 guns I should say. So yeah, I mean, I really just don't like this ship. It's not to say it's a bad ship. I mean, I'm sure there's people out there that can have a lot better games than I can, but I don't find I'm able to be one of those people. Alright, so I'm going to chill right here for right now. I'm going to wait for my torpedoes to reload because I have 20 kilometer range, so might as well start popping them down range. Let's see if we can get a nice kind of broadside shot on it, however. Alright, so let's see here. I do have health buffs and speed buffs applied, so do keep that in mind. And that new ornament means I have a little bit more speed and a little bit more health. So as you can see, I'm clearly already hitting almost 40 knots without a speed boost. So this is a beautiful little boon here. I'm going to pretend, well not pretend, I'm going to hope this destroyer did not turn the way it is turning, so we're going to have to actually come around to this side. Let's pop a speed boost. Let's see what our full speed can be now. The base speed of the ship is like 35 knots, so I've already increased that like quite a bit. Alright, now can we launch our torpedoes, please? I really don't want to friendly toward, but she's not giving me much of a choice. Alright, so here we go. Boink, 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 boink. And that's a nice little spread of fish. Let's see. Don't you dare. You're perfect right where you are. Don't move. Thank you. Alright. So, oh, shoot. Oh. He barely dodged that. So your torpedoes right at the beginning is just like a spray and pray kind of idea. It looks like this Baltimore is going to take one and go down. So that's always nice. She soaked up 3 torpedoes. Jesus. Alright, and I have a nice little target here. Next time my torpedoes reload in about 30 seconds or so. Oh, I didn't see what my full speed was. Oops. Alright, so Massachusetts is going to take one. King George took one. Okay, the commie barely dodged. It looks like there's one of the destroyers over there. Probably one of the Kageros. It is... Actually, no, it's the Benson over there. Ooh, she just sucked up a torp. Alright, this Baltimore is not long for this world. However, that doesn't mean she's not going to last long enough to interrupt me launching my torpedoes. Let's out some more, because that's literally all we can do. I don't fancy any of my chances with my guns, but I guess we can see what we can do with our increased fire rate. Ooh, 5 seconds? What'd I hit? Did I hit Kitakami? I shouldn't have. Oh no. I hit the carrier. I hit the carrier almost 20 kilometers away. Awesome. I actually really like these torpedoes. It's like shotgunning everything, but I mean the damage is still there. And I mean I was able to nail the carrier all the way from over here. And they do pretty much a good chunk of damage. I might get a couple more torpedoes on that Isokaze. I will definitely not complain about that. Alright, so we do have to get a little bit closer now that our team is kind of in front of us. And I don't want to friendly torp. Alright, where are you heading? Well, they're all heading over towards Alpha, so let's start making our way that way as well. I think this torpedo, the one that I'm kind of aiming at, is going to hit the carrier, which will be nice. That's funny. I do enjoy that. Maybe a little bit. Oh, she just barely dodged. Oh well. It was still fun. So I'm going to switch over to armor piercing and maybe get some citadels on this Neptune and Kitakami. They're not heavily armed by any means. Well, I can try and cap this base first. Wow, that's a lot of fire coming out of her. We're also up to 43.1 knots. Ooh, there's the other Kagero. That could be helpful. And you can have some torpedoes. I'm not going to get through your armor at that angle, so we're going to see if we can go tingle with this Kagero. We already lost or damaged a gun. Bye, Kitakami. Waiting for our gun to come back online. And let's see what we can do in a gun brawl. 5-second reloading guns does make her actually somewhat okay. It's a lot better than what she used to be. I'm still shattering though. You know what? Heck with it. Let's toss some torps your way. It can't hurt. And I have the torpedo reload booster in case I need it. How's the carrier looking? Still only has that one torpedo damage. So we might have to go work on her a bit. Got 2 fires, which is appreciated. Just in case there are torpedoes in the water, gonna start maneuvering because you never know with bots. Hey, we destroyed one of its main guns. Is it the stock hull? Yes, it is the stock hull. So she still has 2 more turrets. But she's not going to be long for this world. And the fires will kill her. Bye-bye. Cool. So 3 kills. And we have a split. We have the carrier over here, and we have the last cruiser and battleship over here. I smell damage over here, though. So we're going to head this way. Ooh, sneaky little butt. She almost... See, as I said, torpedoes, you never know. However, it looks like the carrier, our carrier, is focusing on these ships. Ooh. Okay, so Massachusetts, it's coming this way. I have 5.6 concealment, so let's stay out of that. That way she doesn't turn to engage me and sails right into those torpedoes that I so lovingly put out for her. Well, it doesn't look like that really matters, considering she's already maneuvering. She might have sighted them, though. Right, well, no hits, that's fine. Torpedo reload booster. I'm going to put both out just because it's such a narrow target that I don't think she can turn enough to dodge completely. We'll find out. So she is slightly turning now. Let's see how do our torpedoes look. They look pretty decent. I think we'll get at least 1 hit. Maybe 2. Can we get 2? There's 1. No 2 hit. That's fine. I'm considering opening up with my guns. Who else is here? Actually, we have a lot of our team here, so I might want to try and get a fire here. Not the best idea, considering I'm not a gunboat by any kind of imaginary idea there. but I can still see if I can set a fire. Actually, let's see if we can get some armor-piercing citadels on this Neptune here. Because I think my team can take care of that Massachusetts for me. The torpedoes, even though they are the ones with a slower reload, I'm not having any problems with it right now. Right, so the guns, or at least the increased gunfire rate, is pretty decent. Ooh, that double fire, really? No, thank you. And I'm pretty much point blank with this Neptune, so I'm going to be getting citadels. And as I say that, I do not get one. She is launching torps, so it's time to dance. There we go. She still has 4 more torpedoes, however. So we're going to try and dodge those. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, cool. And we're going to start running towards this carrier and away from this Massachusetts because we do not have the health anymore. I really do not appreciate the double fire you just set on me. Thank you, goodbye. Alright. Alright, we're concealed. She's going to go down. I thought about shooting her, but it doesn't really matter. Alright, torpedoes. Let's just put some shotguns out here. Let's see here. Something like that. Maybe something like that. This is actually pretty good games I've had with her. Let's see here. Do I use armor piercing or high explosive? I probably could get some citadels if I were closer. But I also think I should try and set her on fire so she can't launch aircraft against me because I don't have the health to deal with any kind of dive bomber. I could probably dodge torpedo bombers okay-ish to an extent. But not dive bombers. Where are my torpedoes? 40 seconds. She is turning this way. Do we have enough to turn around? Yeah, we do. We have enough room. So let's do that. You gonna take any torps? We took 1. I'll take it. I would like to go at full speed, please. My team is also going to be working down on her as well. If they set a fire, I will start opening up. I'm going to start with armor piercing to see how that works. Torpedoes are ready. Might as well just put a full shotgun out. Boink, 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 boink. Okay, cool. If we can get a fire, I would love to try and get some more armor piercing damage. Hey, cool. There's a fire. Let's go. And as predicted, we can citadel her. Though there's not much left to citadel. But every little bit helps. I'm curious to see what my damage numbers are. And I think those shots will finish her off. Ooh, or mine will. Awesome, and another kill. Alright, so let's see how we did, because that was actually a pretty decent game. I enjoyed that one. Alright, we had 191,000 damage, 5 ships sunk, 90 shell hits, 10 torpedo hits, 8 citadels, 2 fires, 8 floodings, Jesus, 5 defended caps for 6,900 base XP, 40,000 damage in main guns, 11,000 in HE, 28,000 in armor piercing, and then 5,000 damage in fires, and then 146,000 damage in torpedoes. With just a little bit in flooding, so we didn't really do that. Quite a bit of damage on a lot of these targets, actually. I'm pleasantly surprised. So yes, those torpedoes, do I have any buffs to my damage right now? Let me take a look. I have a little bit. I have 19,176 damage per torpedo with 0.71 rounds a minute. So I do have that increase as well. All right, so this ship is slightly better with the increased gun performance, and those 20-kilometer torpedoes, though the range is kind of obnoxiously large, you're able to nail targets like that carrier without even aiming. So it can be kind of fun. So I will wrap up today's video. If you liked the video, make sure you like and subscribe. And tomorrow we'll be going over the second set of torpedoes for Arashi, or the other kind of Kagero ship that we have, except we have a third turret, which really actually makes a difference. So if you liked the video, make sure you like and subscribe. And again, see you all tomorrow for the next video. Take care.